Well, very different game tonight. This one on pitching. What did you see from O'Grady that made him so successful tonight? 7 shutout.
It's kind of cool because it is the back-to-back game we talked about before, where they've seen him once, so it's who's going to make adjustments and how is he going to make adjustments. So, I think he had better command today. He was having some trouble with just command. Over in Cincinnati, he got himself in trouble. And for him to be successful, he's going to have to be able to command the ball, throw strikes when he wants, throw balls that look like strikes that end up being balls. He needs to be able to do that off edges. And I thought he was able to do that tonight. Use both sides of the plate, move it both ways.
What was your thought process in taking him out after 7? He finished pretty strong.
Well, just that he's a 90-something. At that point, he did his job. He's working into, right through the middle of their order for the, third or fourth time, and just not gonna, just let it get going because you're not gonna let him go long. His rope's gonna be short. And then I got to bring somebody into a dirty inning. It's got guys everywhere. I'd rather, been able to start Taz right where we started him with Suarez.
How encouraging was that he did have his best innings toward the end as his pitch count is rising? He didn't let things fall apart or anything like that. He finished strong and did well.
No, it was nice. He had some good parts of the lineup where I felt were pretty good matchups for us, and he was able to get through there and then leave himself, more. At times you're going to get through a section where you feel like it's good matchup, and you're going to get into bad, but he got quick outs. Didn't really allow base runners late, and which allowed him to kind of. I knew the first couple of guys were going to be a good matchup for him the next inning, so he was really good.
Don, you've had to put a lot of infielders on the DL lately on, just the lift that you got tonight from Rojas being back in there, and then Dietrich, at the plate also had a good night again.
Yeah, Miggy being back out there as a stabilizer. Mike did a nice job for us in Texas, but Miggy's a true shortstop at this point in his career, and Mike's probably more of a utility guy. But Miggy gives you more range, just a guy that's really just better suited for playing Major League shortstop on an everyday basis now. And that's no knock against Mike, but it is nice to get Miggy back. And Dietz, it's another good night for Diet. Coming off Texas, he had a couple of games there where he was down, and I know he wasn't swinging the bat well. But he's kind of rode that confidence from last night into tonight and got some big hits for us.
Talk about the thrower Miggy gets the relay, cuts the run down at home. What's the key to making that happen? Is the connection between Osuna and Miggy, or what?
Well, the whole thing really needs to come together because O got to the ball quickly, he got a good bounce off of it, made a good throw to Miggy, which allowed him to make a good throw. So a lot of things have to happen, and obviously it's a bang at the plate. So when you talk about a game of inches, that's where if the ball bounces just a little bit, or Osuna's throw takes Miggy off where he can't stay on balance and get rid of the ball quickly. So there's a lot of things have to happen positively, and they all did on that play.
With Barraclaw, was there any update with him as far as like an MRI or anything like that? Or
Yeah, he had the MRI. I haven't heard the results of the MRI. Okay. So I know he had it today at some point. I don't know if Dustin had heard from the doc. He just didn't tell me before the game for sure. And then after, we haven't had a chance to talk yet. And Ramos, it's pretty good tonight.
Yeah, 4-out save again. To come in and
it was good. It was one of those situations. We've been talking about it for a while, actually, from spring training, that we would use him like that. When you got Phelps and Bearclaw and them, it's not really that scenario. But tonight, you're going to end up getting to their, a guy you want the game on the line. You want AJ in there, right there. I felt confident with Taz, but it felt like, AJ, I know he's strong. I know he bounces back. Probably in the 2 years here, he's never been sore, which is kind of amazing for a guy you use a lot. There's days I've kept him out of games because I was just not going to let him go 4 in a row. But he's the only guy I think I've ever been around that has never came and said, I'm sore today, or I don't feel good. So it's been nice to have him.